Howdy, I'm Mark Burge, Associate Professor of Law with Texas A&M University School of Law, and I'm joined here today by Jason Korosik. Jason is the Group Head and Senior Vice President with MasterCard Advisors. Thank you for being here today, Jason.
Howdy, thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about MasterCard Advisors. How does that fit into the larger MasterCard organization?
So MasterCard Advisors is the consulting arm for MasterCard. And it has essentially three lines of business. We have a consulting team, which does your standard type of consulting for issuers, acquirers, and merchants. We have a managed services team, and what they do is they do managed marketing. What they're doing is they're helping our clients attract new consumers or new merchants into the payments ecosystem. And the third group is the information services team. And the information services team really is the team that monetizes and mines the big data that MasterCard has with products to offer to everyone from issuers and acquirers, as well as others. And we can go through that if you like. Okay.
So you're going to be teaching a course for us in an upcoming semester called E-Payments, Law and Business. What does that cover, and how does it differ from the basic payment systems course?
Sure. So the course is really designed to cover the business of payments, and who's making money in the payments system, how are they making money, what are all the players, where are their legal jobs associated with those different players, as well as the technology of it. What happens when you swipe a card? What happens when you use Square or when you use PayPal? What happens when you're buying something online? The technology behind that. And the third is, of course, the legal issues associated with the business and the technology.
Now, suppose I'm a law student and I want to be a regulatory lawyer, maybe work with or inside a regulatory agency. How would this course be of interest to me?
So what's really interesting is, first of all, regulators have to understand the substantive matter of what they're regulating. So if you wanted to be a regulator and you were interested in payments, you really have to understand payments. Now, the interesting thing is there are a number of regulatory actions that our governments have taken with respect to payments. And so understanding what those are and understanding how that works would be really important for those students who wanted to be a regulator.
Now, it seems what you do relates heavily to business and transactional law, but some of our viewers out there may not be sure exactly how. What would a business or transactional lawyer do with the information and payments that you'll be covering in the course?
The payments infrastructure and the payments business is almost entirely built on contract. So each of the players, whether it's the merchant or the acquirer or the payment system itself or the issuer or the technology companies that are out there, each of them have lawyers that are negotiating the contracts. So if you're really interested in kind of being a commercial lawyer or a transactional lawyer, there's a plethora of contracts that have to be negotiated, managed, renegotiated, and lawyers are doing all of that.
Is there anything in this mix for litigators?
Yes, for litigators, what litigators can do is, they can look at the payment system, and for their clients, they can either bring lawsuits or fight lawsuits against parts of the payment system that they feel are just or unjust. And there have been many multi-billion-dollar lawsuits brought against the various players in the payment system for one type or another. So if you're a litigator or you want to be a litigator, understanding kind of how those litigations played out could really help your career, especially if you pursue this side of it.
Are you interested in taking E-Payments, Law and Business? This 2-credit condensed course will meet on 3 Friday and Saturday weekends during the spring 2016 semester. Add the course before the spring semester begins. I'm Mark Burge, and this is Texas A&M University School of Law.